Welcome to Everyday English Excellence. Have you seen the Titanic movie? Have you seen the Titanic movie?
Yes, I have. It's a classic. Yes, I have. It's a classic.
What's the movie about? What's the movie about?
It's about the sinking of the Titanic ship. It's about the sinking of the Titanic ship.
Who are the main characters? Who are the main characters?
The main characters are Jack and Rose. The main characters are Jack and Rose.
Do Jack and Rose fall in love? Do Jack and Rose fall in love?
Yes, they do. It's a love story. Yes, they do. It's a love story.
Is the movie based on a true story? Is the movie based on a true story?
Yes, it's based on the real sinking of the Titanic ship. Yes, it's based on the real sinking of the Titanic ship.
What happens at the end of the movie? What happens at the end of the movie?
The Titanic sinks and many people die. The Titanic sinks and many people die.
Are there any famous scenes in the movie? Are there any famous scenes in the movie?
Yes, there's the scene where Jack and Rose stand on the ship's bow. Yes, there's the scene where Jack and Rose stand on the ship's bow.
Who directed the Titanic movie? Who directed the Titanic movie?
James Cameron directed it. James Cameron directed it.
When was the Titanic movie released? When was the Titanic movie released?
It was released in 1997. It was released in 1997.
Did the Titanic movie win any awards? Did the Titanic movie win any awards?
Yes, it won many awards including Oscars. Yes, it won many awards including Oscars.
What's your favorite part of the Titanic movie? What's your favorite part of the Titanic movie?
My favorite part is when Jack and Rose dance together. My favorite part is when Jack and Rose dance together.
Do you think the Titanic movie is a must-watch? Do you think the Titanic movie is a must-watch?
Yes, definitely. It's a must-watch movie. Yes, definitely. It's a must-watch movie.
How long is the Titanic movie? How long is the Titanic movie?
It's about 3 hours long. It's about 3 hours long.
Is the Titanic movie sad? Is the Titanic movie sad?
Yes, it's a sad movie. Yes, it's a sad movie.
What's the most memorable line from the Titanic movie? What's the most memorable line from the Titanic movie?
The most memorable line is, "I'm the king of the world." The most memorable line is, "I'm the king of the world."
Have you ever cried while watching the Titanic movie? Have you ever cried while watching the Titanic movie?
Yes, it's a very emotional movie. Yes, it's a very emotional movie.
What's the rating of the Titanic movie? What's the rating of the Titanic movie?
It has a high rating on IMDb. It has a high rating on IMDb.
Do you know any trivia about the Titanic movie? Do you know any trivia about the Titanic movie?
Yes, I know that Leonardo DiCaprio almost didn't get the role of Jack. Yes, I know that Leonardo DiCaprio almost didn't get the role of Jack.
Who played the role of Rose in the Titanic movie? Who played the role of Rose in the Titanic movie?
Kate Winslet played the role of Rose. Kate Winslet played the role of Rose.
Is there a sequel to the Titanic movie? Is there a sequel to the Titanic movie?
No, there's no sequel. No, there's no sequel.
Do you think the Titanic movie is a classic? Do you think the Titanic movie is a classic?
Yes, it's considered a classic movie. Yes, it's considered a classic movie.
How many times have you watched the Titanic movie? How many times have you watched the Titanic movie?
I've watched it many times. I've watched it many times.
What's your favorite song from the Titanic movie? What's your favorite song from the Titanic movie?
My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion.
Do you think the Titanic movie is historically accurate? Do you think the Titanic movie is historically accurate?
Some parts are accurate, but some are fictionalized. Some parts are accurate, but some are fictionalized.
What's the budget of the Titanic movie? What's the budget of the Titanic movie?
The budget was around $200 million. The budget was around $200 million.
Did the Titanic movie make a lot of money? Did the Titanic movie make a lot of money?
Yes, it was a huge box office success. Yes, it was a huge box office success.
What's the genre of the Titanic movie? What's the genre of the Titanic movie?
It's a romantic drama film. It's a romantic drama film.
Have you ever watched the Titanic movie in 3D? Have you ever watched the Titanic movie in 3D?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
What's the runtime of the Titanic movie? What's the runtime of the Titanic movie?
It's about 3 hours and 14 minutes long. It's about 3 hours and 14 minutes long.
What's the tagline of the Titanic movie? What's the tagline of the Titanic movie?
The tagline is "Nothing on earth could come between them." The tagline is "Nothing on earth could come between them."
Do you think the Titanic movie is overrated? Do you think the Titanic movie is overrated?
No, I think it's a great movie. No, I think it's a great movie.
What's the setting of the Titanic movie? What's the setting of the Titanic movie?
It's set on the Titanic ship in 1912. It's set on the Titanic ship in 1912.
Is the Titanic movie available on streaming platforms? Is the Titanic movie available on streaming platforms?
Yes, it's available on many streaming platforms. Yes, it's available on many streaming platforms.
What's the opening scene of the Titanic movie? What's the opening scene of the Titanic movie?
The opening scene is a present-day exploration of the Titanic wreck. The opening scene is a present-day exploration of the Titanic wreck.
How many Academy Awards did the Titanic movie win? How many Academy Awards did the Titanic movie win?
It won 11 Academy Awards. It won 11 Academy Awards.
Did the Titanic movie have a big impact on popular culture? Did the Titanic movie have a big impact on popular culture?
Yes, it had a huge impact. Yes, it had a huge impact.
What's the Titanic movie's rating on Rotten Tomatoes? What's the Titanic movie's rating on Rotten Tomatoes?
It has a high rating on Rotten Tomatoes. It has a high rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Who composed the music for the Titanic movie? Who composed the music for the Titanic movie?
James Horner composed the music. James Horner composed the music.
Is the Titanic movie suitable for children? Is the Titanic movie suitable for children?
It's suitable for older children and teenagers. It's suitable for older children and teenagers.
What's the climax of the Titanic movie? What's the climax of the Titanic movie?
The climax is when the Titanic hits the iceberg. The climax is when the Titanic hits the iceberg.
The movie is so long, but it never feels boring, does it? The movie is so long, but it never feels boring, does it?
Exactly. It keeps you hooked on the story and characters. Exactly. It keeps you hooked on the story and characters.
Did you watch Titanic movie again? Did you watch Titanic movie again?
Yeah, just finished. Still cry every time. Yeah, just finished. Still cry every time.
Me too. Rose and Jack, so romantic. Me too. Rose and Jack, so romantic.
Yes, but so sad. Stuck in different classes. Yes, but so sad. Stuck in different classes.
Rose wants adventure, not a boring life. Rose wants adventure, not a boring life.
Jack shows her the world outside first class. Jack shows her the world outside first class.
They paint each other, fall in love on the ship. They paint each other, fall in love on the ship.
But the iceberg. Disaster strikes. But the iceberg. Disaster strikes.
The ship breaks. People panic, chaos everywhere. The ship breaks. People panic, chaos everywhere.
Rose wants to be with Jack, not on the lifeboat. Rose wants to be with Jack, not on the lifeboat.
Jack convinces her to go. He promises to meet her later. Jack convinces her to go. He promises to meet her later.
But there aren't enough lifeboats for everyone. But there aren't enough lifeboats for everyone.
It's freezing cold in the water. People die. It's freezing cold in the water. People die.
Jack finds Rose on a wooden door. They share it. Jack finds Rose on a wooden door. They share it.
But it's too small. Only one can survive. But it's too small. Only one can survive.
Jack makes Rose promise to live on. He lets go. Jack makes Rose promise to live on. He lets go.
Rose screams. Jack dies in the water. She's heartbroken. Rose screams. Jack dies in the water. She's heartbroken.
She survives, gets rescued. Never forgets Jack. She survives, gets rescued. Never forgets Jack.
Years later, Rose tells the story on a ship. Years later, Rose tells the story on a ship.
She throws the heart of the ocean necklace in the water. She throws the heart of the ocean necklace in the water.
We see Jack at the bottom of the ocean, holding the necklace. We see Jack at the bottom of the ocean, holding the necklace.
They're finally reunited, even in death. They're finally reunited, even in death.
Wow, so emotional. Wow, so emotional.
Always makes me think about following your dreams. Always makes me think about following your dreams.
Did you like Jack's drawings of Rose? Did you like Jack's drawings of Rose?
Yeah, they captured her beauty and spirit. Yeah, they captured her beauty and spirit.
Cal seems so rich and charming, but kind of arrogant, right? Cal seems so rich and charming, but kind of arrogant, right?
Definitely. Jack is more genuine and caring. Definitely. Jack is more genuine and caring.
The music plays such a big role in the movie. The music plays such a big role in the movie.
My Heart Will Go On is a classic. Sets the mood perfectly. My Heart Will Go On is a classic. Sets the mood perfectly.
I love the scene where they're flying at the front of the ship. I love the scene where they're flying at the front of the ship.
So free and happy. A great symbol of their love. So free and happy. A great symbol of their love.
Did you notice how the costumes change throughout the movie? Did you notice how the costumes change throughout the movie?
Yeah, Rose goes from fancy dresses to simpler clothes for her new life. Yeah, Rose goes from fancy dresses to simpler clothes for her new life.
It's interesting how the movie shows the social class differences. It's interesting how the movie shows the social class differences.
The rich get on the lifeboats first, even though there's not enough space. The rich get on the lifeboats first, even though there's not enough space.
Do you think Rose could have saved Jack somehow? Do you think Rose could have saved Jack somehow?
It's hard to say. The door wouldn't hold both of them. It's hard to say. The door wouldn't hold both of them.
Maybe if they found something else to float on. Maybe if they found something else to float on.
Still a tragedy. Makes you think about sacrifice. Still a tragedy. Makes you think about sacrifice.
The special effects with the sinking ship are amazing. The special effects with the sinking ship are amazing.
Surrealistic. You really feel the panic and desperation. Surrealistic. You really feel the panic and desperation.
I wonder what happened to Rose after the movie ends. I wonder what happened to Rose after the movie ends.
Maybe she lived a full life, always remembering Jack. Maybe she lived a full life, always remembering Jack.
Do you think their love story is believable? Do you think their love story is believable?
Absolutely. Sometimes love can blossom in unexpected places. Absolutely. Sometimes love can blossom in unexpected places.
It's a timeless story, isn't it? It's a timeless story, isn't it?
Love, loss, sacrifice, it touches everyone. Love, loss, sacrifice, it touches everyone.
We should watch it again sometime with popcorn. We should watch it again sometime with popcorn.
Sounds good. But get ready for the waterworks again. Sounds good. But get ready for the waterworks again.
Maybe we could even dress up as Rose and Jack? Maybe we could even dress up as Rose and Jack?
Great idea. We could have a Titanic movie night. Great idea. We could have a Titanic movie night.
Who would play Cal? Maybe we can find someone arrogant enough. Who would play Cal? Maybe we can find someone arrogant enough.
Haha, good luck with that. Haha, good luck with that.
I wonder if there are any deleted scenes from the movie. I wonder if there are any deleted scenes from the movie.
Probably. We can check online after this. Probably. We can check online after this.
Did you know the movie won a lot of Oscars? Did you know the movie won a lot of Oscars?
Yeah. Best Picture, Best Director, Best Song, the whole package. Yeah. Best Picture, Best Director, Best Song, the whole package.
It's definitely a classic. It's definitely a classic.
A must-watch for any romantic movie fan. A must-watch for any romantic movie fan.
I wonder if the real Titanic disaster was exactly like the movie. I wonder if the real Titanic disaster was exactly like the movie.
Not quite, but the movie does capture the essence of the tragedy. Not quite, but the movie does capture the essence of the tragedy.
It's amazing how many people survived on that little bit of debris. It's amazing how many people survived on that little bit of debris.
Shows the human will alive, even in the face of disaster. Shows the human will alive, even in the face of disaster.
Do you think Rose made up the story about Jack at the end? Do you think Rose made up the story about Jack at the end?
I don't think so. It felt genuine, a way to honor his memory. I don't think so. It felt genuine, a way to honor his memory.
The movie makes you think about how precious life is. The movie makes you think about how precious life is.
Definitely. You never know what might happen. Definitely. You never know what might happen.
It's a good reminder to live life to the fullest. It's a good reminder to live life to the fullest.
Just like Rose did after the tragedy. Just like Rose did after the tragedy.
I wonder what kind of music Jack would listen to today. I wonder what kind of music Jack would listen to today.
Maybe something indie or alternative, something unique. Maybe something indie or alternative, something unique.
Do you think they would have lasted as a couple in real life? Do you think they would have lasted as a couple in real life?
It's hard to say. Different worlds and all. It's hard to say. Different worlds and all.
Maybe their love story is more powerful because it ended tragically. Maybe their love story is more powerful because it ended tragically.
Could be. Makes it a forever what-if scenario. Could be. Makes it a forever what-if scenario.
I wonder if there's a sequel to the movie. I wonder if there's a sequel to the movie.
Nope, it stands on its own. Nope, it stands on its own.
Maybe we can write a fan fiction story about what happened to Rose. Maybe we can write a fan fiction story about what happened to Rose.
Cool idea. We could explore different paths for her life. Cool idea. We could explore different paths for her life.
It's interesting to see how fashion has changed since the movie came out. It's interesting to see how fashion has changed since the movie came out.
Those big hats and elaborate dresses wouldn't fly today. Those big hats and elaborate dresses wouldn't fly today.
Do you think there'll ever be another movie that captures hearts like Titanic? Do you think there'll ever be another movie that captures hearts like Titanic?
Maybe, but it'll have a tough act to follow. Maybe, but it'll have a tough act to follow.
It's definitely a movie that stays with you long after you watch it. It's definitely a movie that stays with you long after you watch it.
The story, the characters, the music, all unforgettable. The story, the characters, the music, all unforgettable.
Maybe we should listen to the soundtrack next time we hang out. Maybe we should listen to the soundtrack next time we hang out.
Sounds good. Get ready for some serious nostalgia. Sounds good. Get ready for some serious nostalgia.
Have you ever been on a cruise ship? Have you ever been on a cruise ship?
Nope, but maybe someday. Just no icebergs, please. Nope, but maybe someday. Just no icebergs, please.
The movie makes you appreciate modern safety regulations on ships. The movie makes you appreciate modern safety regulations on ships.
Absolutely. We've come a long way since then. Absolutely. We've come a long way since then.
Overall, would you recommend the movie to someone who hasn't seen it? Overall, would you recommend the movie to someone who hasn't seen it?
Absolutely. Just bring tissues. Absolutely. Just bring tissues.
Thanks for watching it with me. Thanks for watching it with me.
Anytime. Now let's get some ice cream to cheer ourselves up. Anytime. Now let's get some ice cream to cheer ourselves up.
And that's it for today's video. I hope these simple conversations help you improve your English. Remember, practice makes perfect. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more updates. See you in the next video. Bye!